I know, but Jay pronounces it EXO, so that's how I pronounce. Yeah, well, Jay is probably the smartest of us all. I don't know, he's a pretty smart guy. Well, Alex is probably not the smartest of us all. It's a decent grade, but I'd like to do better. Well... Hey, looks like we've already got some people filtering in. Yeah, so we're playing Sonic 1, by the way. It says that 0 people are watching, but I can clearly see at least 7 people in the chat. So... Shit, it's EXO. I just laugh at stupid... Well, that's not... My thing tells me that there's 0. Hold on just a moment. Just gonna close some excess crap so that nothing else is... Yeah, we're doing Sonic 1 today. Because, Did I miss your birthday, Jay? Well, shit, man. I'm sorry. Thanks, Charles Lab. I appreciate it. No, I do not hate Sonic 1. Or, I mean Sonic 2. We'll do a stream for that one, too. But I do have to record an Unversed cast tonight, so we'll probably just do Sonic 1 today. I've just been wanting to replay this game, because I've been chatting about this with my good old pal Retropolis Zone. Nah, you're Jay. Well, we're gonna let a few more people filter in here, and then we'll get going, folks. Yes, but to answer the question of a Mr. Gaming Ghost 2015. To me it seems like he likes this game less than I do. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. This is emulation because it's just easier to stream games that way. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys Zilla720 was talking about my laugh. Oh, apparently they can't hear you guys. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, Jay, are you in the chat?
Want me to write something?
Well, I'm gonna mod you.
Oh, okay. I remember the time Exo unmodded me.
Oh, I don't remember that. Hold on, let me check the noise gate, folks. I'm gonna move it up to 42 decibels. Guess there's more background noise than I thought. Hopefully that'll fix the noise popping in issue that folks are talking about. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and mod J. Yeah, sorry folks, no matter how many times I do streams, there's always something wrong. You know what I mean?
Sometimes Exo's audio is muted and Nicodago Magnus just talking to himself out loud.
Ah! Did that really happen?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that must have been Banjo-Kazooie. YouTube gaming. Yeah, folks, if something doesn't seem right, just tell me in the chat and I'll fix it.
Unless something went wrong.
Because the thing is I can't see the stream or hear the stream as I'm doing it, so you guys need to be on top of it and help me out if something goes wrong. But let me tweet it out.
Exo, what game hasn't aged well to you? Well, his answer to that is Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for some ungodly reason.
hold on a second. I'll give my actual answer to that question in a moment.
Twip says Mario 3 sucks. This is an Alex stream.
There's no Alec here, though, is the thing.
Yeah, that's what we
How
usually...
you folks doing? Looks like we have a
When are you doing
decent
another
number of people.
review?
The
Good
game
question,
audio is a little
guys.
quiet, but from your GM videos, it's likely intentional. I can turn it up a little bit, I guess. As far as I can tell, it's at... The thing is that I don't have a compressor on the game audio right now. I have a compressor in my voice, not in the game audio. But I can turn up Kega Fusion by a couple notches so that the game audio is a little louder. 'Cause the thing is that the sound effects, like... Let's see. Yeah, Twip, he says my opinions seem to be a little off. My favorite version of Sonic 1 is the iOS Android version. Exo, remember me? I was on your DKC2 stream. I do recognize your name. I think. Whatever. The video seems to be behind the chat by quite a bit to me anyway. Well, I do that, T-Job. I don't know how to pronounce your name, T-Job123. I do that. I have increased buffering on the stream because before there used to be problems with drop frames and stuff, so I increased the buffer length time. It means it takes longer for me to respond, but it also means that the stream is more consistent, so...
It's been so long. Like, I got to like the last part of Snake Eater, like before you fight the Shagohod and all that stuff, but like I stopped there. And I was like a month and a half ago.
Well, guys, I'm gonna play the introductory thing, and we'll get going here.
Alright.
So I have to shut up.
Yeah, actually, apparently I don't even have it on here. This is what you call not being prepared, gentles
Well,
and
chat
ladies.
person, Exo's next remake or rebreak is a Kirby game.
Yeah, that's true.
If it would just come out already, I'm saying.
Alright, now we're good.
This guy asks a much more taxing question on Exo. When will your next review be?
God. The problem is that I'm a full-time college student, and I'm a senior. I have to find an internship. I have to finish... I finished my senior papers, that's off the table, but I have two take-home exams I gotta complete in the next 2 weeks. A paper... There's some other thing. Probably another exam somewhere in there. Lots of shit to do. I'm a senior in college, and I was really hoping I could get the review done over Thanksgiving break, but that just didn't end up working out, so I apologize.
I literally was thinking to myself...
But since you folks are here watching me, I should probably get started with the actual game now.
I was like, talking to my... I was in class, and then we got assigned to just write an outline for the paper next week. And I was groaning at the thought of that. So, clearly, Exo's got it harder than me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, I have not played this game in a while, so if I fuck up, then it's real.
I don't think I have either. I think the last time I played this fully 100% was for the Let's Play I did almost a year ago.
Actually, why don't I try going for the emeralds? Why the hell not? See if it's gotten any easier for me.
I don't think it's
probably
that bad in this game, but it's not fun, but still.
It's not Sonic 2.
Yeah, we'll get to Sonic 2 when we get to that.
Sonic 2 is not Mega Man X6, so that's all I'm happy about.
Well, yeah, well, don't worry, folks. We'll do the other ones, too. Why the hell not? We'll play all of them. Not today, but eventually.
Oh, not today, okay.
It's like all of them, 24-hour marathon. These guys
because, I don't know, folks, I get a lot of comments telling me that I suck at these games, so therefore my opinion is moot. So I wanted to show people that I actually can beat these games just fine. So that's what we're doing right now.
I love how, like, Rashopolis shares this with me right away, since everyone who talks about Mega Man X must share with me. Every time he gets a comment on his X6 review saying how wrong he is, he just immediately shares it with me, and we have a good old laugh about it.
That's awesome.
I mean, the guy writes the comment, well, obviously, Rashopolis Zone, you're just wrong, because didn't you know that if you go to Shield Sheldon's stage, it undoes all the bad effects in every other stage in the game?
Oh, how the hell are you supposed to know that?
Nope, no idea. And yet Alia calls you all the damn time to say stupid stuff like avoid the pit ahead.
No shit.
By the way, folks, if this is the first time you're hearing me laugh, then I apologize, but that's how I laugh, folks. It's just how it is.
What's funny is I used to laugh about this too, but I realized I kind of laugh the same way. So yeah.
It used to be higher pitch.
Me?
I don't know.
Or Jay?
I don't know if you
Jay.
got like in a fire something. What? What's up, Frank?
Yeah, don't hold your breath for a
pitch.
24-hour marathon, folks. That's,
I laugh,
yeah.
Frank. I'll have you know, I have the deepest voice in this Skype call.
he's not wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Frank, I don't know.
You know what's funny about the guy in the chat who said X6 could go to hell? Thing is, for some reason, there's a bunch of fans of that game that just come out of the woodworks every time you say something bad about it. They
Yeah.
just like.
Well, I mean, like, there's kind of that for any game, really.
I find that really weird that these people don't exist making videos about this stuff. It's just once you say the game is bad, they come out of nowhere and say it's good.
Hey, look, there's a wall we can break. What's back?
I don't know why. I find that very fascinating. It's just like they came to an hour-long Mega Man X6 review just to say, well, actually,
Cool. I found the secret, everyone.
The reason why it's okay
Oh
that
my
the game
God.
makes you fight Dynamo over and over and
Oh
over
boy.
again is because you can grind for energy. And then Rachopoulos Zone's whole point in the video was, I get sick of doing the same shit over and over again. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody can, like, rate a comment that ridiculous in a 1-hour video. Like, it doesn't matter if you know how to do it, goddammit, or if you know the obtuse solution. What matters is if it's well implemented.
Exactly. And that was my whole point when I was reviewing these games. And, like,
Yeah, I
I
feel
like all of them to varying extents, even Sonic 2. Just because I like a game doesn't mean that I have to think everything about it works. Or that I can't criticize things that don't work. You know what I mean?
I think people think you hate the games because of the way the voiceover was delivered.
I think
especially in
that's
Sonic 2.
that's it.
In
Because like
Sonic 2, you really sounded angry and ready to like throw a brick.
and you know what the weird thing is that was the toned down version. Because I thought it was too much before. Alright, let's see if I can get in. Yeah.
Wow, burn to the ground, eh? Let's make some Mega Man X7 jokes. I can't wait to talk about X7, honestly. Not even the gameplay. I just want to talk about the storyline. Because, like, I wrote... with my
Jay,
X4
Frank, can you guys
okay.
keep an eye on the chat for me? That's why I brought you folks
I'm
along.
looking at the chat, but for some reason I just don't feel inclined to read what I'm looking at. Let's see.
Continue talking about your own stuff, Jay. Go
Well,
right ahead.
that's all. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's the biggest advertisement for Jay's reviews and Jay's Let's Plays. Oh, shit.
Speaking of
everybody
which,
go
if you
check
all
out
want a
Jay's
high-quality
reviews and Jay's-
playthrough of Mega Man 8, don't check out JFJ's Let's Plays. Check out the game Mavericks, I hope.
Yeah,
This-
we just my Let's Play channel. Oh, that was very close.
Is that Mega Man 7 LP? Let's just say the gameplay for that was a little not very practiced, I guess, if I'm being nice.
Yeah, but you know what? Really, it's like how long do you want to spend playing that game? You know what I mean?
Mega Man 7. Well, I don't practice for any of my Let's Plays. I just edit it out so heavily that I look good, unless I actually did it good.
Oh, yeah, like we didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, shut up, Frank. My Mega Man 7 LP was seamless, other than the part where I accidentally cut out the first phase of the final boss. There you go. Seamless.
Wow. Yeah, but it's
You
just
see-
like I don't want to answer which university I go to because it's kind of private information.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not Alec Alger the Cyclist gamer here. We're not open books.
Okay,
here.
listen. You need to not talk about that. But let's see, guys.
I
could
wasn't gonna
you-
go in detail. Okay?
Happy birthday, Eduardo. Eduardo.
Pretty much what we were
Mega
going to
Man
say is that
X7.
the guy
Exo
doesn't have a filter.
have Mega Man X7,
Yeah, I don't own that game.
and he's better off.
Neither do I. It's
Like
I've
it's
not
going,
heard good things about it.
I mean, like it's not like
people
it's the
will
worst way to
defend
spend time.
X6, but nobody seems to have good things to say about X7.
You know, I like it more than 6, but my thing is like I've got it for $13. It's not the worst spend of $13, but now it's going up in price to like $20+. It's not worth that much.
Hey, look,
So-
it's the side boob gamer in the comments.
The side boob gamer.
you're saying
Or
that
like Alec Alger, the wise sage. Yeah, that's what
oh my god.
Just the idea. Okay.
I mean, on Twitter. But
So I know from my review that there's a pit
Electric
down there, so don't go down there. That's the thing about this game, is that when you haven't played it before, there's a lot of stuff you just kind of have to know about. But once you do know about it, you can just avoid it, but it's like that old adage of, when you know what to do, it's not that bad. People don't seem to think that's a good excuse for Sonic the Hedgehog, or Shadow the Hedgehog, rather. I'm not saying that these two games are, the two games are as bad as each other when it comes to that. I'm just saying that the principle of it is the same. Like, to what extent does it become too much? To what extent is it, like... You gotta acknowledge it either way, I guess is my point.
Well, bad design flaws are bad design flaws. I feel like if people can come up with an obtuse solution, that doesn't mean it's good in the first place. Because people are really mad about... People like X6 are mad about Clement, quote, spreading false information saying it's random that the Nightmare system in X6 works the way it does. And, you know...
Well, it's not like the game tells you how it works.
Retropolis Zone said you can't blame him, seeing as it looks random, seeing as levels that aren't red still have effects on them. So it feels random, and he'd have to look it up extensively to find out this shit. Like, Retropolis Zone told me that somebody told him, when these Nightmare Souls appear in the stage, you have to just use Shield Sheldon's weapon. But that means you'd have to try every other weapon that doesn't work, so why would you... If, like, say it's the last one you try, it's like... Why would you try 8 whole weapons? Wouldn't you just assume nothing hurts it at that point?
I would.
Me too. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody wrote something interesting. Somebody wrote, the nerd talked about X7. I honestly thought he was talking about Nerdle for a second there, and not
Nerdle.
Let's check on the chat real quick. Let's see. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Exo's still isn't at Labyrinth Zone.
Yeah, SideQuest Gamer's like talking to me on Skype saying like, "Oh yeah, those other guys are doing a great job with the chat." And now he gave me an XD. Exo baby,
he's doing the same shit.
Apparently, people like my laugh, except for one guy who called it ear rape. Let's see. Exo, help us. The chat turned into unfunny memes. Gotta put your feet right on the ground.
Okay, I'm just going to say, let's just get it out of the way. Every time people always use this against Exo's guests to get on the stream. I used to do it myself. The whole chat reading thing. Nobody does it. Let's be honest. We're all more interested in having our own conversation and occasionally reading the chat. End of story.
Oh, you guys up for having Nick join?
Sure.
Let's see. Add to call.
I think I'm the head of I'm the head of this.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that, Jay. You guys all know Nick on Aquamagna, right?
I've heard of him.
Well, he's a nice guy and he's pretty smart. You guys will get along.
Alright.
Thomas Alvarenja says, which is worst, X6 or X7? X6. Take my word for it.
I have not played either.
And one is vastly inferior
but,
to X6.
I will say, X5 is a lot better than I remember it. But
Thank
I still...
God. Oh my god, I told him that's what he would say.
But... It's still, like, I still kind of remember why I thought that. It's like Kingdom Hearts 2 where the ending is so much worse than the actual game, and the ending is what you remember.
Uh-huh.
Like, the 8 Maverick stages are fine, except for, the beginning of Squid Adler stage with the stupid Ride Chaser segment. And
I literally got a game over within the first nanosecond on my first playthrough.
Yeah, I got like 10 game overs trying to get those fucking blue thingies. The good news is that you can just keep trying over and over to get right, but it's still basically trial and error, because you can't see what you're doing.
Yeah,
but I digress.
That's just the whole problem with the Ride Chaser mechanic to begin with. In any Mega Man game, except X2. I don't know if you can count X2 though, because it's kind of a different gameplay style.
Yeah, well, I don't really have any issues with X2.
Control over how fast it was going.
Hey.
Also, I think in X. Wow, this guy says I hate all X games. Well, we can't be friends anymore, so. You see,
sorry, folks.
I have a reputation to hold up that I am the Mega Man X fanboy. So yeah.
Did I call you that once or something?
I think you called me the Mega Man X fantard on Twitter or something like that. For
Did I?
I
wouldn't have said that.
Because I voted for X6 and Metropolis Zone's poll and not Sonic 1, and I was gonna call you a Sonic fanboy in return. I'm like, I'll take the moral high ground here, and I didn't say it.
Okay, if I called you a fantard, then I apologize. I don't think I would have done that.
You can say whatever you want, and I won't get offended.
Really? Alright, we gotta be careful
Anybody
here,
hear me?
folks.
Oh, I hear you.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
ignoring
okay. It's
you.
like yesterday I called somebody and my microphone wasn't working. So anyway.
Oh, Exo, I didn't know
Yeah.
about that secret you just found.
If y'all could tweet me out on the on that dare Twitters, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, apparently
What?
people are really enjoying my laugh because
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess they
remember
haven't.
this. Yeah, I know what secret area you're talking about now.
Yeah.
How far behind is the stream again?
I don't know. I have no
Whoa,
idea.
You tried
I hate
X1
this
and
one.
just hated it. Oh,
All right, let's see. Let's see if I can get.
Not a beginner-friendly game. If you don't know what you're doing.
All right, come on, baby, come on, baby.
I don't know. I think X4, X4, X2. I think.
All right,
are
we're gonna
fairly
be. We gotta be
beginner-friendly.
careful, folks.
Wait, X4
Oh
and
fuck!
X2?
I sped it up. No! Oh god! It won't
I
let
just
me
wanted to
jump
say,
anywhere.
Okay, X1, I think in some regards it is beginner friendly enough, like at least with the intro stage. Like anyone who's seen Eagle Raptor's Sequelitis video on Mega Man X.
Exo, what are
I
you
have-
babbling about in the background?
I'm playing a special stage.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
Oh
trying to
my
have a
god,
conversation
no!
right now. We're trying to have a good conversation. You're screaming your lungs out about
Someone
special stages.
just lost that emerald.
Yeah.
Okay, so alright, so Eagle Raptor's Sequelitis video about, like Mega Man X's intro stage. I think that video still holds up pretty well to this day. And I never realized before that just how ingeniously designed that stage is. It's like I've seen
Yeah,
a couple of my
Aaron
friends
can
who
make
tried
some
Mega
good
Man X, they had a
observations
hard time
sometimes.
with it, but it like clicked with me immediately. But every stage after that, yeah, if you don't know like the right order to go in and you don't know where all the items are, you're screwed. Like I managed to make it
I'm gonna check my
without
mic
any
settings real
hard
quick.
like okay, here's the thing.
Should be fine.
I beat all 8 of the Maverick bosses without getting any hard tanks, armor upgrades, or sub-tanks. And I was thinking like, why is this game so hard? Why is my health bar so small? Why can't I beat anything?
I've been able to do it too, but I'm very familiar with the game, as I assume you are too. But I'm assuming like a newcomer fighting Spark Mandrill is going to get their ass handed to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is when I was a newcomer. I didn't know that this was a game where you could collect stuff. I didn't know any of that was there. So I just tried to slog through most of the game without that. When I
Hey
got to the
Nick,
last
there's
few
a
stages,
comment
that's
in the
where it
chat you might enjoy.
Oh, okay, that's where it just got too hard for me, and I stopped for the time being until I came back to it sometime later after hearing that there are upgrades.
People are getting upset with all this Mega Man X talk, so I guess we can try interrupt it for just 1 second to say, Exo, thoughts on Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus?
Yeah, I
I'll
was
just
gonna
say,
try to answer that.
Exo, you will say it sucks. There you go.
No, I liked it.
Damn it.
And Thomas Albarenga, I don't know if he's of Hispanic descent or not, asks if I've played Aquaria. I have not, but I'm assuming that you are.
Check out Nick and Uncle Magnus' new video on it.
Yeah,
Exo.
I still need to watch part 2, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, Exo, wait a
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that got like one of the smallest like reactions I've ever seen for one of my videos. Usually, I mean, it's like I'm fine with the small fan base I have. I like coming to see the familiar, couple dozen or so faces that usually tune in, like most of the time. I'm like, oh hey, it's that guy and that guy. I remember you.
I know what you mean.
And
Oh
you
my God.
and you. And I was looking forward to hearing what all those people had to say about this, but it's like only a couple turned up, and I guess most of them took my warning about spoilers to heart and are avoiding this video until they play the game themselves. So hopefully it's not just that the video sucks.
Jay, can you add Alec in? It
I was
seems
gonna
like
say, it's like, Alec, are you going to... I just told him when he messaged me, asked if he wanted to get in, I said, I'm in the mood to be a dick, so no.
To answer Manny Betancourt's question, the reason I am emulating the Genesis version and not playing the Android version is because I have no way to grab frames from my phone because, like, The way I recorded the
Can you
footage
stop
of
crying
those
like a bitch
versions
now?
for the review is not available anymore because of updates to Android. It used to be that you could get the software development kit, and you could then record on the phone using like a command line prompt. It was really annoying, but it worked. Now you can't do that anymore, but Samsung does have like a recorder program that I still need to get around to looking that actually grabs sound too, but the problem with that is I need to make sure I get a good bit rate and a good frame rate for Sonic 1, so I gotta be careful about that.
Oh, so that's how you did that. I was.
Yo, can I just suggest the fact that Mr. SideQuest Gamer, now that he's here, his existential crisis is over now. He's not crying anymore.
I don't care.
Exactly. When he gets back on, I'm just gonna say, can you stop crying like a baby? It was really dumb.
Jay, I'm not gonna lie. I was more interested in finding out.
Yeah, there
how
might be
Exo
Android
recorded that footage.
emulators, but I haven't used any of them, so
Exo went to
I
ROR
wasn't prepared to
Twilight
try that.
Prince is
I think I'm probably gonna cancel that. I did want to do one, but it just ended up not working out. So yeah, get AZ screen recorder. I can look into some of this stuff.
How do I use that?
No, I'm having an existential crisis.
That's
You
Are
can
you
take-
are you
you can
actually
take-
having one,
You can
Alec?
take your crying and mute the microphone and come back to us later.
I don't know.
Jay, you are one of the most insensitive
I
people.
realize I'm 21 years old. I'm like a third away from death, if I even live to be 70.
good for you. I'm 23 years old.
Good for you!
Thoughts
So,
on Tomb
how you
Raider?
enjoying
Haven't
Sonic
played it.
1?
Let's see. Has anyone played Sonic
Alec.
on the Game Gear? It's the Sonic. Which Sonic? Sorry, Sonic
which
Blast.
Sonic?
No, I have not played that. EXO, build that
I
momentum
hate
to
that
skip
one.
dissection
Okay, can we all
faster.
just address something? Mr. SideQuest Gamer, I feel like your emotions must be coming from the fact that you forgot to sign up for classes for college, so you're taking ecological feminism because that's all they had left.
I'm sure people wanted to hear that.
Just saying.
Sorry.
That your crisis
Actually, that's one of
comes-
the better classes. It's just mine is an Aztecs. It's just, I
Well,
could do better.
looks like I'm not going to the special
I got a
stages.
comment in here. Are you planning on covering Mighty Number 9?
And Exo's gonna have me as the guest.
Have I played Paper Mario's Color Splash? No.
Hey,
Alec,
RJ Lab,
ask
I already
Exo
had
when
Exo
you-
answer that question.
Hey.
You don't need Alec to do it for you.
Oh, excuse
Apparently
me, I
there's a
got caught in
good
the corner.
Android emulator called BlueStacks. Guess I'll have to look into it. Maybe we'll do that for Sonic 2. I don't know. The reason I'm playing this
think
version is partly why is because I keep getting comments saying that I suck at this game. So I want to
Also,
show them
which
that
option-
I
You know
do
what?
not, in fact, suck at this game.
I'm of the opinion that if you already have the game in at least one format, you should also be able to emulate it, especially if there isn't a PC version of that game. Because like if you already have the the game, if you already bought it on something else, well then you should also be able to play it on the PC.
Yeah.
There
I
is
also-
I
there
own
is
a
a
Genesis
version.
cart, so it's like... eh.
Oh.
I also believe you can emulate games that are no longer
I just don't
in
have it with
circulation,
me.
like, unless...
Alec, you just say that to make yourself feel better about not having a capture card.
But Alec, here's the thing. If you're saying the game's no longer in circulation, how do you explain Virtual Console? How do you explain
Well, I mean,
the
think
releases?
about it, like, Little Samson for the NES, that's not on the virtual
Yeah, but
console.
nobody owns the rights to that, so it's like, who
Except-
even
Yeah,
cares?
so you can
Okay,
feel
it's capture
free.
card.
Okay. But I was saying that there is a PC version through, like, some collection on Steam.
Oh,
Let's
the
see,
Steam,
what's the
Sonic,
regular
one,
thing?
Sonic 1 on Steam. I've been playing the. Like, I got some.
That's
Genesis
right, there's
games,
no spin dash in this
on
version.
Steam, and
Let's
that
see.
I did not think they were very satisfactory since they tried to
Thoughts on the
emulate
chat?
CRT television.
The chat. I wish people would read the chat for me, because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why I bring
okay,
people along.
Mainly-
Sonic 06 is much worse than Sonic Genesis. The Slayer of Demons 99 said that.
Oh,
I mean, it
don't-
depends
I
on
don't
what you
know.
define as worse and why.
Can I just say
you
that I
can
can't wait
pass
for
Sonic
Sonic Mania to
06.
come out. and
EXO, tell
can
them
know
I am
some
very
comments about it.
experienced with this game and that I still agree that this is flawed. Yeah, my pal Metropolis Zone is working on a review of this game right now.
Metropolis Zone,
You're
go to bed.
pal.
It's like 1 a.m. No. Oh, I'm a
Guys, I stay up till like 4 a.m. Shut up.
Wait, actually, do you have insomnia or
Let's not talk
something?
about that person.
You what? No, I don't have insomnia. I'm just a night owl, so I stay up god awful late.
EXO has a lot of work to do, unlike Alec Alger, the SideQuest gamer.
Yeah, there we
EXO,
go.
are you getting
Origin.
Sonic Mania? Probably. I don't know what console though.
I can't wait for Exo to get it.
I-
Like the game comes out like that day. So Exo, you gonna review Sonic Mania? And he's like, well, my computer can't run it, and I don't have a PS4 or Xbox One.
Exploded.
And you're still,
Yeah, exactly.
you're still
That's
gonna
probably
get the
what's going to happen for Project 2017 when it comes out in 300 years.
Angry Birds 100 was saying like the Steam version has full mod support, which that is very true.
That's nice, but
Steam
I don't
version
like the
of
fact
what?
that Genesis games have like that curved like CRT effect.
Well, no, you can start it up in simple mode, which will have it in a normal aspect ratio, or you can go for that fancy one that they have that will give you that CRT curved look.
Why-
So there's two ways of opening
why
it.
is there no Sonic X season for Sonic Heroes? Can I just say, well, Sonic X pretty much bastardized Adventure 1 and 2 from what I can tell, so who cares?
I'm only saying this based on nostalgia, but I thought it was really cool when they were covering Adventure. Then again, I was really young.
Hey, Smega Spusta Gunner says Sonic or Mario? I prefer Sonic. What do you
X
think,
prefers
chat?
Mario.
I prefer Mario.
Even though he talks about Sonic all day and night.
I mean, I
don't know,
like them
like,
for different
I
reasons,
love
but
Mario games, like, but I think I don't know. It's just it's really hard to choose. That's like comparing apples to oranges.
it kind
I
of
mean,
is,
I-
yeah.
So, have you seen the Ratchet and Clank movie yet?
No, but I did get the game for my birthday.
And then you said, okay, let's see if what Jay says is right, because he's always right.
No, Jay, you're never right.
Oh,
Yeah,
shut up.
You're-
Unless if
you're
it's the
actually
Lost
I
Frontier.
know, especially the like his opinion on Mega Man X4. It's the best X game of all time. It's even better than X3.
Have a nice day, Alec. I'll see you in the corner crying.
Dario Guerra writes, Sonic X is amazing because of all the fucking YouTube poops.
Oh,
Is that,
what?
isn't that a sign of flaws, though? You see, Alec, you can do this to me. You do this to me on your streams, now I can do it to you.
Wait, so that's the only reason Sonic X was amazing? Just from the YouTube poops? Damn, I actually enjoyed the show.
Frank, but nobody makes better YouTube poops than me.
What about innocent Christoph Gavin?
That's what I was talking about, you dumb fuck.
By the way, Exo,
I'm not even paying attention.
Did the stream crash?
at first I thought this was just me, but apparently the stream keeps freezing for everybody.
Yeah,
is it?
like Sonic is over like a thing of lava, you know.
Now, this
I thought
happens on every damn Exo stream. What Freck?
I thought he just
He's
paused
gotta
it.
mess with those bit rates.
I like how, Alec, even though you have that pretty much down, the description of every one of your stream is like testing out
bit rates and fun.
Jesus
So
Christ.
wait, you're testing out
It
fun?
says the stream is messing
Yeah,
up.
because you gotta test out if a game's fun or not.
What is
But
fun?
you only play games you played before.
Alec, where's Garfield Kart? Damn it!
I can't play that game. That game is I hate it. Every time I like give 15 minutes and then there's fucking lag and I can't stand that game. And the sad thing is we'll have to review it because someone did go out of their way to buy it for me.
So I guess the tie for
Alright.
review is coming in my sub box tomorrow.
Alright,
I'm gonna review that this January.
Is it?
But
Can
enough
you hear
about
us,
me.
folks? Is it working again? I do have the game paused.
It's like okay, you're paused over a checkpoint.
Yeah. All right.
thought
So
you were
now,
pausing
can you
the whole-
guys hear us? Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Review that this January.
Is it?
But
Can
enough
you hear
about
us,
me.
folks?
Anyways, what I like about
Yeah, it
Sonic
looks like
1,
it.
like the graphical style. I mean, look at Sonic's, you know, his blue fur. It's like very shiny. I don't know why. It's something.
I always
something
thought it
like
was
about
kind of.
that.
I always thought it was kind of purplish in this and Sonic CD.
Well, I
That
don't
kind of
know.
is.
Yeah.
I see it.
Maybe I'm just like blue purple color blind. I don't know.
So, guys, is it? Can women get colorblind?
1 out of 100 can get colorblind, as opposed to 1 out of 10 men.
I
Red
used to-
green colorblind. I can't speak today.
I used
Red
to know
green
that answer.
colorblind specifically.
I used to know
Although,
the
like,
answer to that. But
I don't know like how many can get monochromatic.
Alright, it looks like it's good now.
Yep.
Hello, Rodolfo. Rodolfo.
Angry Nerd says, I wonder who bought Alec Garfield Kart. Angry Nerd said that was me. I bought it for him because I'm an
Well-
asshole.
No, Nerdle bought it for him.
Nerdle bought it for him.
Basically, any bad game Haydox reviewed was given to me by Angry Nerds 100.
Yeah. All
I
of
don't know
them?
if he's like the ruler of these memes or not.
Yeah, he is a pretty mimetic guy, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like everybody prays to him every day, you know.
So I'm gonna have to really haul ass if I'm gonna get the good ending here.
Did you
I'm just,
say
you know.
haul ass? I'd like
Talk
to
out
see
to
you
Cyclist
do
Gamer. Have
that.
you said anything remotely intelligent all night?
Yes, I did. I mentioned how 2 + 2 = 4. That's a very intelligent response. Yes.
Get out. Just get out.
Okay. Let's talk about Aquaria. It is so good.
Let's
Just
talk
love
about the
detail
male
of the underwater
reproductive
effects.
system.
It's like painting that quality.
Let's talk about Nerdle and the Dude. It exists.
Let's
So I
talk
need
about
to
the game
spam
telling you
some
to cope.
Well, now I'm here to defend myself against these
something
memes.
with. Let's see. Have you ever heard of Overwatch? I have heard of it, but I have not played it because I don't care about.
Alright,
Like,
Why do
I
I
like
have-
classic first-person shooters. I just don't like the modern multiplayer-centric first-person shooters.
Dude, have
Because
you
I don't
played
care about
Half-Life?
multiplayer. That's not what I play games for. I don't play games to play with other people. I play, you know, I do it to play with myself. You guys can feel free to take that out of context.
Damn it.
So, have you played Half-Life?
No.
Oh, dude, it's so good. You should
I
play
mean,
it.
I've played a teeny tiny bit of Doom, and I've played the entirety of Duke Nukem 3D, including the new
Wait a
episode.
second.
How about
Wait a
Wolfenstein?
second. Someone just asked me, Someone just asked me in the chat, Nickon, what are your thoughts on KISS players? I'm thinking like, wait,
Kiss
you mean the
players.
Transformers?
Kiss players?
If this is what I'm thinking of, it was just a really weird thing they did in Japan where it's like...
No, I have
some of
not
the
watched the Ratchet
G1
and Clank movie,
Transformers,
Nathaniel.
They... I don't know if there's a lag or something that's making me cut out or what. It was just this weird thing that happened in Japan where it's like you've got some of the G1 characters, but with like a more modern look, and they all have a driver. Usually little girls, and the idea was that, oh, they kiss them and then, like, I don't know, makes them more powerful or something, and everyone's like, Jesus, it's creepy.
Wow,
And they never spoke
pretty
of it again.
Hashtag unwanted advances, hashtag sexual assault.
PlayStation Pichu asks, have you heard of Overwatch?
I'm pretty sure I answered that question already.
Oh,
Let's
It's probably
see.
a cheap ripoff of Unreal Tournament.
Exo plays with himself confirmed. Let's see.
Yeah,
Sonic
oh, hold on.
I'm not sure that they and I are talking about the same things. I'm gonna look up KISS players. Because what
So I'm
the
just
heck
gonna,
are they?
You might not
Let's
want
backtrack
to,
a little
or at
bit.
least erase your Google history if you do that.
Alright, so Joshua's Jesus asks me what I thought of Haydox's 1,000-Year Door video. I think he made a lot of great points, and I
think I
concur
did
with
watch it.
many of them.
What do you think of that one purple shy guy that kept commenting?
I
Yo,
know
yeah,
I-
you noticed him, did you?
Everyone in the chat is going like, "Oh, Japan." I'll be right back. It's like,
Nathaniel
oh no!
writes, when will you watch the Ratchet and Clank TV?
Once I
never
start
watched
playing
it.
the game.
Someone in
never
the
watched
chat.
it. It's the worst movie.
Yes,
of all
I
time.
have heard of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 complete. I just have no interest in it, because I can just play Sonic 3 Knuckles instead, and it's the same thing.
I think it's like it only adds like
Someone
a few
in
things.
the
Like, not
someone
like
in the
gameplay.
chat was literally like, someone in the chat was literally like, "Oh no!"
what happened?
Okay.
Like I just.
What's going
They're
on?
saying, they're saying, oh no, and I have no idea what's going on.
Ah, jeez. I was just saying someone in the chat was like, "Oh no!" You know, when I brought up the whole KISS players thing.
Oh,
I think they were commenting
there might
on
be a
his gameplay
problem
or
with.
something.
I think there might be a problem with Skype.
Son
it's
of
like
a
I keep
bitch.
fading out.
yeah.
Oh
Mario
my
hasn't
God.
played any of the Super Mario games. Well, don't. They suck dick.
The only good one is Super. Come on, good, Ross.
The reason I
Well,
stopped.
six of them.
So PlayStation Pichu asks why I don't have the spoiler alert thing with Hades, but that's because
spoiler
I just. It's because
Exolus lost a soul, and now he doesn't make the jokes in his videos anymore.
Let him answer the damn question.
I don't talk about spoilers anymore because it just seems unnecessary. Like it always just added like 5 extra minutes to the video that didn't need to be there, and a lot of people told me it wasn't necessary, so I stopped doing it. That's what happened. That was so
Could you
close. Listen, you guys should know what these special stages are like.
Yeah.
So let's just backtrack a few minutes. So Exo said something about Jack and Dax. I must know. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That was so close!
I can
I
barely
can't
even
believe
hear-
it!
Dude,
I can't even believe that
I can barely even hear Exo, but it sounds like he just got sucked into the grid, like he was
Kiss players.
digitized or something.
Kiss Players is a Japanese Transformers series infamous for its sexual images.
Well,
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah,
Guess Nick
that's
was
exactly
right.
it. And then guess what?
well,
they,
man.
So
they
didn't laugh.
guess what?
10
that's
times.
something.
I'm back. Did Exo
And
laugh
guess
again?
what? They did eventually import the Transformers figures themselves over here. They just left the
There is
girls out and rebranded
Metropolis
it as
Zone wants us to add
alternators.
Gavin.
Oh.
My favorite girl. Oh, Jesus, dude, you wanna make my ears ring?
You guys don't
Go
like the
back to
volume.
the
Lower your
corner
damn
crying,
headphones.
Alec.
Lower your speakers,
Yeah,
your
Alec.
headphones, whatever you're using.
Yeah, but like some of you are quiet and some of you are just normal volume, and so I just have to keep adjusting the volume.
Alec, I really do think
That
your
sounds like a
place is
you
better
problem.
off. Frank, I was about to say, I think Alec's position is much better off in the corner crying.
Oh, come on, dude. We're having tons of fun here.
I don't know, Alec. That sounds like a you problem with the
Okay,
whole
time for Alec. Alec's going to time out again. So,
Let's-
Ixo, what were you saying about Jack and Dax to the Lost Frontier 20 minutes ago?
I was saying that that's the one thing you're right about, probably.
Oh, wow.
Simply unbelievable, Exo. Hold on. Can scream like that and go up that high. And you are getting out of control, Exo. 2%, 1%, or skim. Ugh.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
I
it's-
would never.
Well,
think you'd
I
do
just
something
jumped
like
on that guy for no reason. But
You know
that's
what? Let
okay.
me just say one thing to you, XO, and everybody in the chat. To those of you watching the stream, I'm sure you're going to hear XO's entire screams, but us on Skype, it's like it keeps fading out halfway through his screams, like it gets muffled or something, so to us, it sounds like he just got broken down into little, like, digitized bits and sucked into a screen, like into a horrific cyber world or something.
That honestly sounds cooler.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
it
a
has
lot
this
cooler than
weird,
what
like,
I'm actually
auto-tune effect
doing.
just before it cuts out.
Alright,
Exo,
I'm
are
gonna
you
go-
using your Sasquatch microphone?
It's called a Yeti. But yes.
Sasquatch is probably more badass. That'd be
Dude.
funny, a Sasquatch microphone.
I would so buy a Sasquatch microphone.
I'd make a joke about the microphone he's using, but I'm using the same one.
Hold on, just got another
how's
question.
The Mario 64 ROR. I can't say that.
The Mario 64 ROR is coming soon.
Oh, okay. It's like
It's on the schedule. It's on the to-do list. I've got to do the two. I'm doing 2 Kirby roars next. And
right.
I'm doing those, and then after I'm done with that, it's going to be either another Sonic game or Super Mario 64.
Boy, there sure is a lot of going fast in this stage.
Well, I think that's what Sonic's about.
Does-
So
No,
so,
I mean that. I said that sarcastically.
I know. Sorry, it's really hard to interpret
Alec, he's
sarcasm
terrible.
with my own like.
It's
I have
Alec,
pervasive
he's terrible.
developmental disorder.
Oh my. Oh
That was
my
so
Lord,
close.
Ixo, are you done?
I want to see what it was he was screaming at.
You guys will see in a moment. Apparently I deserve
far behind?
a medal. Gracias,
For a
Carlos.
guy who hates his game, you sure are good at it.
Yeah, I did hear about the Klonoa film, Susie. Hold on, I need to click on the window again.
the game. I just
Metropolis Zone.
I don't
I'll
hate
just
the
answer your
game.
question.
I just gotta beat the
Exo had
game.
played X5 and he liked it more than he thought he was going to.
I don't want to play the game. I've just gotta beat the game.
That's a good whiny bitch gamer impression. Whoever did that.
That was
What are your
me.
thoughts on Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your Sasquatch microphone.
Alec, shut up and get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry in the corner right now.
Behind one of the
Thank God.
Oh my god, these levels are so annoying.
Alec, you should make that a video.
Jesus.
It just be like Exo saying, Alec, you're annoying. Get out of my life, and then
Sonic's-
just put Alec crying.
You're losing.
Sonic's gonna have a
Son of a
skull
bitch,
fracture
I
by
didn't
the
even
time he
have a
gets
chance
out
to
of
correct myself. It just fucking sent me into the thing.
Well, Carlos, since you beat X6, Blaze Heat, and X's Unarmored X in extreme mode, you're crazy. There
Apparently,
you go.
I sound like So according to
Hey, it's-
Codebox, who is who has an encyclopedic knowledge of Paper Mario, by the way, He says that I laugh like an enthusiastic drama queen. Whatever that means.
That's very gendered language you just used there.
Say, Exo, have you seen Mangan Kamen's post on Thousand Year Door? Feel like he made a lot of good points and brings up flaws with the video.
Wait, is he that purple shy guy dude?
No, that's Bob-omb guy.
Haydox's video is having problems. Oops.
You know, you don't have to agree with the entirety of what
Ignore what I
Haydox
said.
is saying, but I think the fact that people got so up in arms over his video just sort of proves the point he was making.
Oh, Exo, I sure know you just love to be a good friend. You know what I mean.
Because the thing is that my favorite one is Paper Mario 64, and that's not going to change. I've played both games many, many times, and that is my opinion. So to be someone who prefers Paper Mario 64 and to see people say Thousand Year Door this and Thousand Year Door that, yeah, you do kind of get the feeling that maybe people aren't looking at it as critically as they should. So that's my point of view.
Alec,
you do not have to agree.
Alec,
you may prefer whichever game you wish for whatever reason makes sense to you.
Your next video was going to be about why Sonic isn't sucking, and then you're going to state your opinion.
I survived.
Whoever
everyone,
told you
don't
that is fucking high.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sick of talking about Sonic. Sonic. Oh, he sucks. He's good. He's amazing. Holy shit, he goes fast. Why does he go fast? I'll tell you why he goes fast. Because he's Sonic. Goes fast. There's my analysis. 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching.
Hold on, how many are there? 4 levels after this where you can go into the special stages?
I don't even know what's on the screen right now.
Oh my God.
I just been paused. For
Like we have
a half
Labyrinth
hour.
Zone and Starlight, and then you can't get it in Scrap Brain for some reason. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
So
right.
I can't get the Chaos Emeralds anymore.
You
only-
traps, obviously.
You only have 10 chances to enter the special stages.
So from this point on, I only have 4 left.
Wait, Codebox, there was a commentary done on Haydox? I thought
Oh
the
wait, there are only
commentary
6
community
emeralds in
stayed
the
away
game.
from him.
Okay, I still have there's still a chance that I can get it, but I have to win like every single time.
So when Exo screamed out loud, I don't know if he was laughing about my Haydox joke or like mad at Sonic 1. I'm not entirely
No,
sure.
I wasn't mad at Sonic 1. I just almost
Sonic 1, Don't give a
died.
shit about what you're saying, Jay.
Oh yeah, shut up, Frank. Kill yourself.
Honestly, I kind of prefer the better ending because the giant, 4 flowers that appear, they look terrible.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I like those flowers. There's just
Yeah,
something
the only
so
reason I'm
weird
going
about
for it is just to see if my observations I made about the special stages still hold true, and so far they kind of do.
Oh yeah, Retropolis Zone. Every day where you talk to me, you're always laughing.
Oh, did you guys see that?
Let me say it in his voice. Nobody laughs about your jokes, Jay.
Like I was invincible, right? And so then, like as the invincibility's wearing off, I'm in the air and I land in the ground. And the moment it wears off, a crab runs into me and I lose all my rings.
Yeah, that. I was gonna say, as someone who's played Sonic once and for a long time, I still think the special stages are bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
can we
keep
just
getting
apologize?
comments
That's
telling me
pretty
that
so
I'm just
amazing.
whining and that I should just get
Look,
good.
some I gotta say, look, just something I'd recommend, once you have 50 rings, don't collect any more rings. Just in case you get hit, and then you can just backtrack and grab those rings that you left
Right,
before.
but who wants
Dude,
to
that
have
is
to
good
backtrack
advice.
just to go to the special
but
stage?
Like, I would just recommend not hitting a checkpoint and doing a suicide reset every time you lost them.
Yeah, but that's really hard to do because it's like you're just blazing past checkpoint.
Like, my
Okay,
point is
gonna-
that this wouldn't be so bad if you A, had more chances, and if B, the special stages weren't designed the way they are.
And I don't know, see if the sprite size was smaller.
Yeah, that would help, because then you could see better.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what's funny?
Sonic 4
those
Episode
giant
3 was
spike-
cancelled today. Good.
PlayStation
You know what, those
Pichu
giant-
says Sonic 1 is better than Heroes? I'm sorry.
You know
I'm just
those
gonna-
giant spike balls that...
I'm gonna point out this guy says Sonic 4 Episode 3.
Jay,
canceled.
shut up.
Can we all just agree that's good? Cause
Jay,
that's
shut
Sonic
up.
4. You know,
Jay,
Frank,
shut up.
Oh, looks like there's a...
In the GBA version, you
Alright.
can literally...
You know those...
You can
those
jump high
giant
enough that you can hit the doctor without him having to come down.
Okay, you know those giant spiky balls that keep like fleeing around the inside of the bowl-shaped ramps and stuff? Maybe it's just because I played Adventure 2 so much of this is ingrained in me, but when I have the volume turned down like this on a stream and I see those things, I can't help but hear the kind of noise they make in the 3D games. You know, that whooshing noise.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can cheat with debug mode, but it's just like, why should I have to do that?
Isn't there also an Adventure 1 as well?
Frank hates Sonic Adventure 2.
We can talk about that another time.
You know,
same with Adventure 1.
I think they make the sound effect there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the Pixel Brain guys, they had their own like version of Dr. Eggman's theme in this game. They recently played the game in a stream of their own, like every time they came to the boss, they would sing like, "I'm a fat ass, and I still yeah." I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's such an offensive song, but somehow it's really played just because of how the syllables match the songs.
Can you send me a link to it through Skype?
Yes, if I can find it.
Okay.
They stream like each week, so I'll just have to look back a couple of months worth.
Cool.
I was actually looking through the chat, and some of the people were mentioning something about a Klonoa.
Oh yeah,
anime.
I mean, like I knew about that. I tweeted that out when it was announced. So
Really?
everybody go
I thought
follow
that
me
series
on
was
Twitter.
gone for good.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with my review marathon.
I mean,
I
might help.
as influential as your opinion is, I seriously doubt 50,000 people will be enough to warrant an anime.
how do you know that? I mean,
Not many people
there's,
watch
like,
the Klonoa videos anyway, so it's like, eh.
See, there Alec goes again, spreading his sagely advice.
well, I mean, it might be some people watching the videos, and then if isn't there like a whole website for Klonoa with forums and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they could get discussions going on there.
Untamed Heart.
No.
Everybody go check out Untamed Heart Klonoa Collective. Fuck you, Spikeball.
I feel like I'd have to be a fan in order to like appreciate that website.
Hey,
like,
Exo, Retropolis is telling you about a massive shortcut in this stage.
Yeah, well, I'm too busy playing the game, and
he
no
says,
one's reading the
there's a
chat.
big shortcut here in Labyrinth Zone 1. The switch at the bottom makes a platform appear. God.
Exo, you literally sound like you just got cut in half with a chainsaw or something.
Well, fuck me. you guys are gonna really enjoy that when it comes up. By the way, is the stream still working properly, everyone?
Oh yeah, it's working fine.
Alright, it stopped on my end.
Losing all your rings.
Yeah, well, keep
so
watching, because
guys,
it gets better.
What did that sound like? Did it sound like Mike was getting cut sideways or lengthways?
I think it was lengthways.
It sounds like somebody's
his entire
lengthways.
body was cut in half.
Unless,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if he's
starting
getting cut,
from the groin.
if he's getting cut sideways, then it would have
Alright, Retropolis Zone, where's that damn shortcut at? Tell me.
Alright,
Wait, I just saw the funniest thing.
The switch at the bottom makes a platform up here that carries you to the end of the stage.
Yeah, but if I do that, I can't get the rings I need.
How did you
Mike
So,
was so
I'm not
close
gonna
to-
do that. I need the rings.
Mike was so close to jumping out of the water.
Yeah, I know,
and
right?
he ran
That's-
out of air like a foot away from the surface.
Like, those are the kind of moments I was talking about in my review. Like, even if they're not that common, they're still problematic.
Yeah.
So wait,
Alright, Bubsy
I'm just
Podcast
wondering.
says- I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering if like in actual real life all the time Exo actually goes.
Well, I mean, like, part of it's that I'm talking out loud, so that I you know, like, if you're watching me play these games on Game Maverick, or watching me play games on Game Mavericks in general, I do it there too. But in real life, I'm just...
I don't know why I find it so funny. I just like wonder if like it's all quiet at the Xander household, and then all of a sudden Exo just like screams that out loud.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You gotta sound like you're interested, otherwise you sound like JFG's reviews. Either names or record.
Oh wow! It's Frank the Game Tank. Oh, Frank the Game Tank. The web take myself.
Hi guys, I'm JFJ's Reviews, and I hate Mega Man 8. It's boring and it sucks, and I don't like it.
You know what? I hate all you people. Why are we friends?
Because we're assholes.
Because Gavin's the only alternative.
I'm the worst person on the planet, so I don't know why. I can't judge.
Also, wait, Alec, that link I just sent, Frank was asking for it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, something I want to say about this level about Labyrinth. I don't know if it's in. I mean, I think this might just be in the Genesis version, but it's like when you hit one of those bubbles, the sound Sonic makes is sort of like a fart, at least in the Genesis version. It's not so much for this version, but if you watch some gameplay of the Genesis version,
I'm
Sonic
playing
Genesis,
a Genesis ROM.
Oh, you know the
it
music
just
for
sounds like
Labyrinth
this weird
Zone?
line, kind of noise.
Alright. The music in Labyrinth Zone, I always feel like I'm in hypnotic trance whenever I hear it. It's just so trippy. It's like, was there some psychedelic influence on the composer's part?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Alec.
I mean, the music's nice. It's just the levels are.
I feel
the
like
zone's annoying.
I'm so high when
Fuck.
I listen to that.
Oh shit!
I mean, I was playing this on my phone last week, and then when I got to Labyrinth Zone, I was like, "Yep, not playing this," and I closed the app.
My favorite song in this game is probably Starlight Zone. It's just so pleasant.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Starlight or Scrap Brain for me. No, not Scrap Brain.
Yeah.
Spring Yard.
Yeah, a lot of people like
it's
Spring Yard. I don't
really
get it.
funky.
Okay. Gonna
There's
grab
just
some
something about like the
rings.
Genesis soundtrack, like in general, the Genesis sound card. It's just so damn charming. Oh, Exo, have you ever played Rocket Knight Adventures for like Sega
I
Genesis?
played. I own the cart actually.
Oh, isn't it a good game?
I barely played any of it because it's like this game where it's just like you're just supposed to know a lot of things and you die so easily and then you have to redo the whole game if you die too many. Like that sort of thing doesn't appeal to me.
Maybe I just like it better because there's no special stages or side quests that's hard to like get.
Alec, when are we gonna get the
Ace Attorney.
side quest video about the special stages in Sonic 1?
I get it because
You really want me to do that?
Alec.
Okay.
Oh,
you know what?
well,
I'll
Alec,
do
you
it.
are the side quest gamer after all.
Alec, side quests on Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
Oh no, I'm not doing the 60 ring side quest. Fuck that.
I demand it by next week.
I'd rather do
I did it.
Skyrim side quests, as many as there are.
I'm
Why
not
not
going to use
use
the
debug mode?
debug, Thomas, because I don't know how to do the debug, and because
Isn't
I
that
shouldn't
almost
have to
like
use
you
it.
have to type quickly before like the Sonic logo.
There's a button input that you
Like,
have to do.
sometimes when you laugh, you sound like a supervillain.
Yeah, I have like I'm a man of 10,000 laughs. Like sometimes I go like, "Ah!" Like
Well,
I
so
do that sometimes.
Alec, he has a fake laugh when he's talking to people he doesn't like, and he has a real laugh.
No, like his fake laugh is oh,
gotta
don't
keep your voice
you don't
up.
do many side quest videos.
You guys, you want to hear my best King Dedede laugh? I'm gonna clobber that there, Kirby!
I
Oh, I
actually
thought you said
never
Jeopardy.
saw. I'm guessing
Don't
that
do
has
that
to do with the
ever
show.
again, please.
Hey, what?
I'm guessing that has to do with the show.
I said,
I thought that was supposed to say King K.
Oh yeah, that's the show. Kirby Right Back At You is a great show, by the way.
I never got to see it.
Take your damn clothes off. Well, it's on YouTube. That's how I've been watching it. It's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
great show. I mean, like it is a 4Kids dub, but it's a much better dub than Sonic X.
Well, I mean, that's what I grew up watching. I grew up watching 4Kids dub shit, and
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I didn't mind.
yeah.
That's like 4Kids is the reason why I never liked anime as a kid.
Yeah, the dubs for Sonic X and some of the others were just not good.
I mean, I'm indifferent to it. I'm just more open to it
Oh my
already.
god.
Hold on,
No,
what's
I can't
going
say
on?
this without laughing. I was just trying to find that part of Exo's Mega Man 7 playthrough where he screams "Come on!" and I just found it.
Okay. Someone
Uh,
left me on
Exo,
Steam to
please tell me
Exo, Walt Disney, The Story of Menstruation. It'll be hilarious. Exo's laugh is just like mine. Alec, are you there?
Crazy, but he's gonna hug you. You're like, come on!
Turn that shit off.
Fuck.
Fuck you.
I mean, like, Exo can make fun of my goddamn Mega Man 8 OP. but
Yes,
his
I
Mega
have
Man
watched the
7
Kirby
OP is
anime.
just as
And
memorable.
I'm proud because Kirby Right Back At You is a great show. I said it.
Wow.
Okay,
I hated those
I'll
kids.
start watching it.
I fucking hate those kids so much.
I used
They
to
ruined-
just
It's
skip it
the
because
reason why I
they were-
never got into Kirby for the longest time.
The show?
Exo's allowed to like Kirby, anime, whatever.
No,
Well,
he's not. He's objectively wrong, so therefore he shouldn't like it because
But Alec, you made an editorial slamming the idea, showing people once and for all why objectivism is wrong.
He's not even
Well,
here.
he wasn't here to hear any of that. So
What?
Damn.
What the hell did you just say?
He threw a fit like a child and kicked him out.
what are you talking about, Frank? I'm calm and collected as usual.
What I was gonna say is that
Let's see.
the
What am
show
I
for Kirby
fighting
used to
for?
come on. It
Let's
used to be
see,
on TV
did
a lot, and I would
Yeah,
usually
nobody cares.
skip it
That's
because I
Did
wasn't
somebody fucking say that Kirby Right Back at You is good? Yeah, I did, motherfucker. You deal with it.
I'm glad you like it.
Exo, how can you say that to the fans?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, angry nerds.
I respect
sorry,
your
deal with it.
opinion.
Alec, shut up.
Jay,
Somebody
you're
really
like the
wants
you're
your,
like the angry child in the group, alright?
somebody really wants your opinions on Ratchet and Clank: Crack in Time. I don't know if they got it. Right.
Yeah, that's probably Nathaniel Foga.
Yeah,
I thought
Exo,
it
just
was a
give him
good game,
response.
but I liked Tools of Destruction better just because it was longer.
What? Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't care.
I can't. It's hard to choose between the two, to be honest. I don't know.
I hope you take a
thought
certain
that'd be difficult to balance thing.
I hope that when you get to a crack in time, you take a moment to talk about just how much variety there is in the soundtrack, especially with all the radio.
Oh, the thing is
programs.
that, like, starting with that game, I think they started using the composer from the Resistance games instead of David Bergo.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of why I like it a little more. I mean, it's not that it's just Insomnia games, the soundtrack never really stuck out with me, with the exception of a few. Like, the only thing I can remember Ratchet and Clank related is like the Metropolis theme. That's
Hey,
about
Metropolis Zone. Alec has the money for a PS3 and games? Well, barely Metropolis Zone. He borrowed all the games he plays.
it. No, I don't.
I love the music in the old Ratchet and Clank games.
My
I can
dad
think
got
of
me the
so
PS3
many
for Christmas.
tracks that I recognize instantly.
Really,
Well,
guys,
yeah,
EXO
that's-
hates the
it's actually my
DKC
sister's,
shows.
but-
I do
Yeah.
think the soundtrack of A Crack in Time has some shortcomings, but for me it's all worth it for the pirate radio soundtrack. You know, it's like these 25 tunes that just get crazier and more epic as they go on.
All right,
Yeah.
folks, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can get all the emeralds, folks.
Codebox 42 says Kirby Right Back at You is a guilty pleasure for me.
I don't even think it's that. I just think it's a well-written show with great characters and great plots.
Codebox,
I just think that some
guilty
people, like-
pleasures is wrong. It's like it implies you have to be guilty of something.
Yeah, you don't say that. Don't say those words in front of Nick. He'll
I'm sure.
He'll
I'm sure
fight
now-
you, mate.
I'm
Wait a
sure, like,
second,
today
it sounded like he was courting me just now.
yeah, that's
your,
exactly.
Sonic the Final Thoughts, or I can't remember the title of it, but
Now he's crying. Jesus Christ.
Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
EXO.
Now
one of
I
these
can't get the
days,
good
You're
ending.
either going to get married
Oh
to a
my
nice
God.
woman or be in the waiting room with the surrogate, and she is going to scream less than you just did right now. Okay.
Okay, I just saw
How do you
that.
feel?
That joke had so too many words. I forgot to laugh.
Don't worry, Exo.
Sounds
I have.
like EXO just found out his dog died.
Yeah,
I went
it's
right
like
into a special
just like
stage
that.
ticket.
Just like that. You can't get the good ending.
Sorry about your dog, dude.
I mean, wow. And people are like, please explain to me, people who tell me that I'm not allowed to criticize these special stages because I suck. Please explain to me how that is good design.
Exo, it seems to me like you take it awfully personally. if People
Well,
tell
no,
you
here's
you
the
can't
thing.
criticize.
Well, I mean, like, people have been telling me this for years now.
Hey, do any of you watch Implant Games?
I might have seen one video, but
Oh, you should watch this. Sonic the Hedgehog still good. Like to quote him, the Sonic special stages, however, are kind of a crapshoot. That's basically.
Well, there you go. I think that sums it up pretty well.
Yeah, seriously. And he's 30 years old. He's played this game. He's probably played this game more times than I can count.
But Alec, I beat the special stages when I was 5, so you have no excuse.
you wouldn't survive in gaming during the 90s.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Well,
You're not a real
It's like
gamer.
absurd.
Games are too easy. Never mind that it's Dark Souls. Nope. Modern games are just all easy and hold your hand.
well, the thing is that the only reason that older games were harder is because they weren't designed well.
Well, Mick, I don't know how to tell you this. You're not
I
gonna get this.
hate
You're
doing
not
this,
gonna
actually.
get to.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
get
gonna
what?
get to plant those extra pink and blue flowers that look like they're made of plastic. You're just gonna have to do without them in your garden. I'm sorry, I don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
I don't know how he's gonna take it.
And I mean, it's just the ending. It's just another ending, and it isn't even that great. But it's still, it's just like, it's the principle of the matter. Damn it!
Oh, is there any
no, these
regional
stages are
difficulty differences?
It's like the game is like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
get it.
Side
There
quests
is
are supposed to be
something
fun.
incredibly
You know what I mean?
There is something incredibly stressful, like after you miss an emerald once or twice, and you're like, oh geez, I'm running out of chances, and get to the point where I have to win every single time. And it's weird because, like, some of my playthroughs of this game, I'd get all the emeralds, and I'd be like, oh, that was easy. And then the next time I play, I'm like, no, the emeralds, why do I keep failing?
Yeah, I've experienced that too. It's like there's sometimes where I'm just like, I complained about this in the review, this is really easy. Then I have times like this, it's just like, oh yeah, now I remember. By the way, the first time I played this game, I thought you had to kill Eggman.
Yeah,
So I
me
was
too.
trying to catch up to him, and then I died because I was going too fast, and that's how I got my first game overs and had to restart the whole thing.
Yeah, I despise this area. I hate it so much.
This is like
on
my
the
game
Android
over
phone, it's
point.
harder.
And this is that's basically the point where the game becomes impossible in the GBA version, because of how slow it is.
I need to give that a shot, only because apparently I hate myself now, because I'm gonna give it a shot. But I would play it on my phone, and it would still be really tough. It's just not a good spot in the game.
Joshua is Jesus asked, Exo, have you played the Ace Attorney games?
I have not.
If you want some detailed videos, Alec can ask us, the guy he always does.
Oh yes, you should watch Ant Dude's reviews of the game. See what I did there?
It
Cool.
wasn't very
I'm so
cute.
bad.
I bet the guy in question would get so pissed off he didn't get his shout out.
Okay, go on.
People love
You
Labyrinth
can't do that. He makes
Oh,
very
yeah.
good content.
Yeah, but guys, he promises content and then doesn't deliver.
Oh wait, you can't say that. Otherwise, people will go in and cut that part out of the video, Alec.
Well, he seemed legitimately offended, and I didn't want.
Guys, if we're not careful,
get
his
pissed
channel will
off.
go on code red again.
I feel
But in
guilty
all
about
seriousness, go check out Innocent Christoph Gavin for
Heck, I
the
think I haven't watched one
foremost
of his videos.
in Ace Attorney. Yeah, I haven't, but I've heard it's good.
this. You should watch his Super Mario 64 analysis. He
Hold-
analyzes
Hold,
it. Yeah.
I just fell through the wall. Okay, I don't know how that happened.
It
And
is
this
better
level
than
says
my
so
game.
much shorter.
I can't say it.
I digress. Is the stream still working fine, folks?
Yeah, Twip says Mario 3 is the worst, and you know what, Twip? Here's a nice middle
Actually-
finger for that comment.
Oh fuck! I ended up in
I thought
here.
that was
Oh, I might as
for your-
I might as well try to get as many as I can just for shits and giggles.
I had no idea you can go through the wall like that.
Yeah, apparently you can.
Hey,
Oh
Echo,
god.
this fellow loves your Sonic 1, Sonic 1 versus Sonic Genesis ROR.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm glad you like it
By
at
the way,
least.
Echo, did you know that you are one of the Geek Critique's favorite YouTubers?
Is-
He said it in his last video today.
I like
Geek Critique.
He reviews Nintendo games.
Geek
Get up.
Critique is
That's not very
he's,
nice, Mr. JFJ's reviews.
yeah. I still need to watch his stuff because I heard he has some good Donkey Kong
Oh,
content.
dude, you should watch his
So-
Metroid video. It really describes the first experience with Metroid 1. Holy shit, that was great.
Yeah, that game sucks. Like, you guys
Yeah,
think
it
I
does.
hate. If you guys think I hate Sonic 1, which I don't, then you have not heard me talk about Metroid 1. That game sucks. I'm sorry, but it just has not aged well at all.
I don't get
It
why,
just doesn't-
I don't get why some people hate Metroid 2 but love the first one. I never
I don't
got
get that either, because Metroid 2 is
2
clearly
like
better.
So much better thanks to the recharge stations.
Yeah, just.
Better.
I don't care if it's in black and white or if it's not as non-linear
I
as
actually think
before.
it looks better because, like, yeah, like Metroid 1
All
has
the sprite
colors,
work in Metroid 1
but so does
look
Jump the
ugly.
Jungle for the DOS operating system.
It's a pretty obscure game to point out, but okay.
Yeah, I really like that game so much.
Oh boy. Is
You
it
know,
good?
One Metroid tune that I don't think gets enough love is Kraid's theme. It's just something incredibly somber and
Actually,
dreadful.
that's
Oh, yeah.
that was always my favorite theme in the game.
Nick,
especially
have you
the
played
8-bit
Zero Mission yet?
I love
far
the
Metroid
Zero Mission version because it's like they add these voices in the background.
Yeah, it sounds like
early
something
on to
out
make
of
it sound
the
even
Prime
more
games.
sorrowful.
I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy, but it's actually my least favorite version. It's still good, but I don't know. There's just something I really like about the chiptune original, and then my favorite one being the Melee remix.
I get it. There's just something
Like the Melee
about
remix
Craig's
gives me
tune that
nightmares. Like,
What the?
There's something about Craig's theme that's always struck me. Like, this is Samus's first real life or death challenge. You know, he's not Ridley, but you know, he's.
Let's go
pretty
check those
up there,
comments real
and
quick.
Does-
By the way,
does
Twip says Mario 3 is worse than Metroid 1.
Twip,
Let's see. Stream
you're
is
not a
doing
real
perfect.
gamer.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. You're
But
just
Alec,
not
I
a
thought there
real
was no such thing as objectivism in
So
video.
apparently someone says that
Yeah,
they.
well, unless it's from the Sidepost Gamer, then there is no such thing. Because only for some reason I appointed myself as the only one who can point out the facts, just because of my personal taste. But you know, I'm so egotistical. I gotta point out my opinions like they're facts.
All right. Alec, wrap up the joke.
RJM Lab says my favorite Metroid is surprisingly AM2R. Actually, no, it's Prime. Well, yeah.
AM2R is actually a lot of my friends' new favorite 2D Metroid.
Thank you,
They're like,
Duh
Super
Super
Metroid
Gamer.
is dated.
I
Oh,
appreciate
oh my
that.
God.
With it.
I don't really care for Super Metroid, but I'm just gonna point out the fact that I like the Nintendo.
Let's see.
just
Haven't
tweeted
played
out-
Sonic 2 Special Stages on
so
Genesis, but the
what
mobile
the
version is
frick?
IMO better than Sonic 1's. We'll see.
Watermelon King says he's a new
Yes,
sub.
Shadek Namikaze. I do hate the Sonic 2 Special Stages. We'll get to that in the next stream, probably.
Okay.
Well,
let's
Watermelon
see.
Mario 3 likes you too.
My favorite
see.
special stages are by far the ones in Sonic 3K, just because you know you've got several rings in each level that you can just look for, and it's like you can get all of the emeralds you need in Mushroom Hill Zone. Like just that one stage, there's like 7 rings, and you gotta remember where they.
I mean,
all
you're
are,
not gonna
still.
find them all, but the point is that it's so much easier to get into a stage. You have so many more chances to do it, and the stages
And, like,
themselves aren't designed like ass.
And like, how fun would it be if you were in kind of a, not necessarily an open world Sonic game, but you know, like a 3D Sonic game where it's like you hear the humming of a ring, you know, kind of like when you're nearing the goal ring in SA2. Like you hear that noise, you're like, wait a second, there's a giant ring nearby, and then you just gotta go find it. It's like, yay, a special stage.
You know,
I just think that looking for the rings like you could in Sonic 3K would be even more fun in a 3D game.
You know, I actually like
I
the
can
idea
see
of
that.
that, but I have a feeling for something like Sonic Mania, it's just going to be the big ring at the end of the stage. But that sounds like a better
Well,
idea.
you know, that is being produced by Christian Whitehead. So maybe he'll take cues, because like he's an actual Sonic fan and not some game designer who works for SEGA. So maybe
Not the people who
he'll
made
be smart
Sonic
enough.
4.
So maybe he'll
like
be smart
Sonic
enough to
4.
bring back the big rings that you find in the stages.
I hope so.
Because it's like, I really just don't understand why it is that they have not brought back the S3K system yet.
Me neither.
Because, well, they want to experiment. According
Oh,
to
they want to
Rob
experiment by
Petrosone,
doing the
Sonic
same thing that the first game in CD did.
I'm gonna experiment by bringing
Over
back
and
the
over
Unversed
again.
for the 10 millionth time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, I just want to address something. I like how people always say, "Oh my God, they're bringing back classic Sonic again." But I mean, like 5 years ago, Sega refused to do so. So I just find it funny how that happened.
I don't mind classic
Yeah,
Sonic.
it's so weird. I remember a time when they were so adamantly against bringing back classic Sonic. It's like, the kids of today would think he's lame. They wouldn't like cute little roly-poly Sonic. They want a taller, like, Looney Tunes Sonic that's badass and everything. And then, what do you know, a couple years later, it's like, yeah, guys, we brought classic Sonic back. I guess he's not gonna kill our franchise after all.
Well,
It's like they
shit, we were
seriously
wrong.
thought that... It's like they seriously thought for a time that Classic Sonic was so lame that if they brought him back even once, it would just kill Sonic. Like, no kids would
As if
ever
they
buy a
weren't
Sonic
killing
game
Well,
again.
I mean,
Sonic
like, I don't,
themselves.
honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't see what's really especially appealing about his classic design.
Oh, it's just...
It's all
to
Or
right.
even, like, his
fun,
characterization. I mean, like, he's... Apparently, being cool just means that you don't say anything, and you look angry all the time.
To me, it
I don't-
depends
You know what I
on
mean?
how he's...
angry.
to-
He's
to me-
just-
like, look, I gotta say, to me, it depends on how he's drawn and, like, how he's animated. Because, like, I do not like how he's drawn in the American box art of, say, Sonic 1.
Yeah,
much
I can
prefer
agree with
the way
that.
he's drawn. I much prefer the way he's drawn in CD's animated cutscenes, where he still looks, pretty athletic, and he doesn't look fat because they make his torso kind of small. It just looks like, oh, this is a creature that curls into a ball shape. That makes sense. And I like seeing him jumping around and stuff. And I also like how emotive they can make his facial expressions when they do try. The thing that's endearing about classic Sonic, he's not really trying to be cool. He gets impatient, he's got a go-getter kind of attitude, but he's not saying things like, that's how we roll or whatever. And that's the kind of feel I get from how Sonic acts in the more recent games, like ever since they started having Roger Craig Smith do his voice. The way he's written most of the time now in games like Lost World is, he really does feel like a guy who was this huge frat boy who went to parties and everything, and now he's in his 30s, and he's never really grown up from that, and he still looks at the current generation, the kids of today, saying things like, that's how we roll, and they all just snicker whenever he isn't, whenever they don't think he hears them.
I'm not sure if I remember, but I
That
feel
makes
like
a lot of sense.
was that Roger Vander Wide's conclusion a few years ago when he was analyzing Sonic by age and shit?
Wait, is he
I don't
is he
know.
the cartoon guy that always talks to that
Yeah,
Tails
yeah, he
dress
is.
dude?
Yeah, I think he and I came to that conclusion independently, and we just think alike.
Yeah, weren't you in a video where you were wearing pajamas, at least your cartoon self?
No, that was
Those
just
are my
way
regular
strong
clothes.
Oh, that's supposed to be an office shirt or something.
Alec, what are you talking about?
Well, I can't remember the video.
It was called Games Dissected because we talked about a
that
bunch
was
of
it.
games.
It was a really old video from 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
2013, I think.
Oh, that would have been back when Nick started.
Because I remember when Nick uploaded that, that's when I checked out Roger's channel.
So your thing about classic Sonic, people find him endearing because he looks like this little woodland critter, but he's really determined that he doesn't want anyone to slow him down. It's like he just doesn't give a crap about what anyone thinks. And there is something about that where you look at it and you're like, oh, he thinks he's cool. And it ends up kind of making him cool.
I don't know.
Does
I
that
always
make
saw
sense?
them as more of a 1990s advertisement mascot.
Yeah,
He
that's,
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
that's
kind
how
of
he
guy
was.
that sell
I don't-
beers.
Yeah, look, that's
I don't
that's how he
find
was
that
marketed
cool.
at the time. I know, I'm saying that's how he was marketed at the time. But if you
Yeah.
look at him now, it's I think the character has a bit of a different appeal. I think that
Nowadays, he kind
Except-
of looks like a college student who's outlived his glory days. He's just all tired and just trying to chill out, but his friends won't let him.
no. I mean this Sonic, classic Sonic. How the way he was marketed back in the day, I don't think it really reflects the way he acts in the games. And I know he doesn't get that much characterization in the games, but I think that all his animations, just him tapping his foot angrily, him pointing away like, come on, let's get going. And even just him completely losing his shit whenever he gets hit by something. It's like he's not trying to be cool and badass there. He's like, ow, I'm freaking hurt. And
I guess
I don't
the
know.
cool aspect was always a box art kind of thing.
the point is, he's not always playing it up. You see him lose his cool, and that ends up making him cool because it makes him relatable. That's what I've always liked about it. I don't think he loses his composure enough in the games nowadays.
I mean, if you really look into Lost World's story, which I know admittedly is not as good as I remember it, the one thing that I do kind of like about it is that it's probably shown Sonic at his lowest point.
Like Sly 2.
Yeah, it kind of is like that. All of his friends die, or at least he thinks his friend Tails is gone forever, and he thinks that Eggman just died too. And there's that scene where he's just like Amy and Knuckles, he lost contact with them, and he's just in Lava Mountain Zone. He's just sort of standing there looking at the horizon. He sort of puts down the communicator, and there's just a moment of silence.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like Toy Story
that
3
story.
shit going on.
Those cutscenes just fall kind of flat for me because of Roger's delivery and some of the other.
I don't even
characters'
think it's
delivery.
that. It's just the game has tone issues.
Yeah, like the bit where he's like, Tails, no! There's something in me that's like, jeez, nope, not feeling it, this doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel like it was earned. Like it
Like
just
that
feels kind
game
of fake to me.
has a good presentation. Like the character models and animations and even just most of the voice delivery, in my opinion, works fine. It's just the story itself has tone issues. And it feels like, oh, people thought Colors and Generations were too kiddie. Oh, let's make it darker. But it's not darker in a way that really makes sense. So, like, there's one cutscene where Sonic's going up to Zaz and going, like, "You smell!" or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he said. And then there's also a cutscene where he's talking to Eggman about him wanting to commit genocide. Then there's a cutscene with Sonic, like I said, that one effective scene of him sort of looking off on the horizon thinking, oh, his friends are dead. It goes all over the place. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It's...
That's pretty
I
much
was
the
gonna say,
entire
I do
series
not-
in a nutshell. Sonic the Hedgehog, it doesn't know what it wants to be.
I do not care for Pontek and Graph's whole writing style, honestly. Like, I think it was okay in the earlier games like Sonic Colors, but, like, lately, it just seems like they're getting more and more cynical about these games. You know, it's like there's this weird feel that even the characters have where it's like, yeah, we think our own series is stupid and we don't know what we're doing here. Sonic is stupid, am I right? And they just like so ambivalent.
Well, which games do you think showcases that? Just Lost World?
I think it's just gotten more extreme over time.
I mean,
I think Lost World was where that feeling really started to sink in, and now with the likes of Sonic Boom and so on, it's like, yeah, we just don't really give a crap about it. Even we think this is dumb.
I mean, another thing about it is that Pontek and Graph don't write the stories; they just translate them and localize them.
Huh.
Like there are people in Japan working for SEGA who write the stories. They did not come up with the Deadly Six.
Well, okay, it's the dialogue that, you know, these guys write, it's the flavor they add to it that somehow just makes it stranger to me.
Yeah. I mean, I still think Sonic Colors is my favorite story of the whole series, just because I like how simple it is, that it doesn't take itself seriously, but Lost World, I think, is problematic because of the tonal issues and because some of the other things that you mentioned. Boom has its own problems.
I used to
Generations is barely a story.
I used to dismiss Adventure 2's story because I didn't like that it tried to take place in the real world or whatever with humans everywhere, and I thought it was too dark at the time. But recently I've grown a greater appreciation for it because I've realized that just because of how the levels are all like divided up and how it's paced, it plays out like this crazy blockbuster movie. And you see that, like, as dark as some of the plot elements get, Sonic never loses his, you know, his attitude, his chipper, like, we can do this guy's kind of demeanor. And I love that. And so it's like, if everybody was, like, cussing and stuff like they did in Shadow the Hedgehog, it would be, like, really stupid and I wouldn't be able to enjoy it much. But because the characters are still, like, the same as they've always been, it's like, they can... I don't know, it's like they can come out on top. I don't know. I don't think Adventure 2 is too crazy. There's just something about this like kind of magical where it's more fun than dark.
By the way, because everybody loved Labyrinth Zone, here's Act 4.
Yay!
Oh, can I read the chat?
Yes,
sorry.
please read the chat. We need to keep up.
Read it out loud.
Okay. RZ said something to. Okay, god damn it. Alright, you know what, I'll just read these. Alright. Our ARS Swim says, is anyone interested about Sonic and Lego Dimensions?
Oh my word, I love Sonic's part in like Lego Dimensions. I was tempted to get the game, which is like $90 by itself, just so that I could play the Sonic part.
$90.
Okay, welcome to Labyrinth Sonic 4, someone quoted. Screw you, Eggman. Okay. EXC5 says, well, like Exo says, SA2 doesn't really take itself seriously up until the last story. Sonic Now Loading, on the other hand, always takes itself seriously. That's so boring. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Sonic 06 has other contemporary problems. Now, the reason why I'm okay with this boss but hate the Death Egg robot is because all the attacks here are very well telegraphed, and even though you can die in one hit, it's easier to see where things are coming from, and it's more intuitive to know how to damage the boss itself.
Twip says Alex sucks. I feel bad for that Alec chap.
Plus, I think
Well,
there
Alec
is,
does
like,
suck.
Yeah.
there's like
Alec
one little
falls
area
in.
that you can stick around if you're not sure about where you're gonna be jumping. That
The
you
side
can be safe.
quest is horrible at YouTube.
He
Side
said Alec, he
gig.
didn't say which Alec, so we can assume it's Alec Baldwin because he's
You
the
know
most
what?
famous Alec.
Alec,
You know
What
what
is
so bad
ISIS?
video that.
I want Lego to release an actual line of Sonic the Hedgehog sets where
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't mind
you've
that.
got where like you've got buildable badniks and oh man,
That would be pretty cool.
one thing.
Yeah.
One thing I fell in love with immediately was Eggman's Big Fig, as they're called. You know, he was the size of figures like the Hulk, and he's got this huge buildable Eggmobile with like a fin on the back and everything. And I'm like, man, that looks so cool. I would love to build that if it were an actual set. And like just the way a lot of the badniks are designed, and oh man, there is a huge variety that they made for the game, designed with like real Lego pieces. So it's like they actually had people just building these things in their spare time, all these old enemies, and I'm like, I want to actually build these things. I want to actually play with them. They look so fun. Like I want to build a Lego crab meat and a buzz bomber and an E-series robot and whatever else.
Alright, Manny, we get that you hate the Death Egg robot in Sonic Generations, but it was easy.
I
Yeah,
like
that one
It's-
I
it's
don't
really
have a problem
fun and
with.
Cinematic, especially like when he's like when the missiles
Back here,
launch.
you little fucker.
You know, it's
Gotcha.
kind of funny. There was also a Death Egg build in Sonic Dimensions. Like they could have made a figure out of that too. And the thing I thought was kind of neat about it is because it's so big, they actually used like bionicle pieces to build the arms with the ball joints and the shells and
Huh.
everything.
That's cool. I would
'Cause it was
really
so
like
big.
one of those.
Can I say that you've been requested twice to review Sonic Colors? I'll just say you'll probably get to it, but not anytime soon.
Wait, does he want reviews colors or colors with a U?
He wants Colors, the American style. Shut up.
And no flowers.
I'm
Because,
done,
well,
Sonic
after-
06!
No plastic flowers.
Yeah,
If you
no
were to give
flowers.
us a
really
numerical
made me-
rating, what would you rate it?
Rate what?
Well, if you were to rate this game with a numerical scale of 1 to 10, what
Well,
would you
Extra
rate?
reviews those, Alex, so shut up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't see
You
the
know-
point of doing that. I think,
Come on, just
just
for
to
the
be playing
fans.
this game
Fans
again
don't
for
wanna
the
hear it,
stream,
dumbass.
just be playing this game again for the stream, I feel more or less the same as I did, and maybe, I think the part of the problem with my reviews, and why I get so much flack for them, is just I think it was, like Jay said, maybe it's just my tone. I think this game is fine, and I enjoy replaying it. I
only
may
thing
hate
hate
the
about it
special stages,
earlier
and
is
I'm
you
going
called
to...
out YouTubers. That's about it.
I may hate the special stages just because it feels like you can go from winning to losing and like with like the drop of a hat, and it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason. And it's a pain in the ass to get into them, but I don't know, it's not too terrible if you're willing to just be careful, but I don't mind that the level design is slower paced
So can I just point out
because
the fact that of all things to remember from Clement, one of the things Exo bothers to remember is his poor grammar skills. Because he says the phrase, I done this game, or whatever.
yeah,
I don't
he
think
actually
anything
answered
will
a
ever-
question about that on his Sonic Colors
I
playthrough.
know, I can't believe that got in. Like, you asked
I-
a particular question about, like, indie games or whatever, and then you decide to follow. But, by the way, is it just a Canadian thing to say, I'm done this game, or is it just you being dumb?
No,
Damn.
I don't
that's not how I phrased
I
it,
don't
but
think
yeah.
anything. I don't think anything will ever top satisfaction.
Satisfaction? Has he said that?
You know what's funny? Canadians say
Guess what, Sonic? I still
How
have
says
two
that?
of these.
letter Z.
Says what? Alec, who says what?
Oh, like, Canadians always say Z instead of Z. What the
Oh, well, British and New
Zed.
Zealand people do that too.
Z? Who says Z?
Everybody
Oh,
except
I thought
the
it was
US.
so weird. It really threw me off. I was watching a Mega Man video and it said like Mega Man ZX, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Oh wait.
It's like FedEx.
Try
with a
again.
Z.
Pingus.
Yeah.
Pingus.
I
Yeah.
have to admit, it does sound kind of badass, like Lord Zed. You know, he's essentially called Lord Z, and there's just something I
Lord
love about
Zed!
characters who can take an entire letter of the alphabet and just say, "Hey, that's mine now."
Like Mr. X in Mega Man 6.
No.
Or like
I
Vampire
just
Hunter
posted a
D.
dank meme in the chat.
Yeah, you guys and your freaking memes. But Sonic 1 is a good game. I like it. I may not agree with the difficulty design. It's like, really the thing is that all of these games are pretty easy if you know what to do. Like, if you know where the pits are, and I think even Nick and I have talked about this before, like, just, there's a paradigm shift that you kind of have to take into account when you play Sonic.
Say paradigm shift?
Yeah, you have an ExoParadigm shift. Just the way that you go about approaching the... Go ahead, Nick. You can explain it better than I can.
I was gonna say, the thing is, like, when you're new to these games, you might not know about rolling and stuff. You know, you might be more accustomed to just trying to run through the level, like in other Sonic games, or just going from right to left, like in most platformers. So, you know, you might not realize. I mean, you end up hampering yourself because it's like, once you do know how to do these things, once you do get the hang of the rolling physics and everything, suddenly these games become so much more easier because you're so much better equipped to tackle the terrain and stuff now. You can make bigger jumps. You can, you know, like, avoid things easily. It's like, there's this point where it's like, I was stuck like halfway through most of these games for many years. I couldn't get past Carnival Night Zone or Hilltop Zone or Spring Yard Zone even. And then, like, once I figured out, oh my gosh, I can roll on these bowls and I can jump higher and stuff, it's like suddenly it became so much easier, and I just blew through the rest of all those games within a week. Like, I just marathoned all of those games and I suddenly beat them in rapid succession. I'm like, these games are actually pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it went for me, too. Like, with Sonic 1, first it was Marble Zone. I couldn't get past Marble Zone because I had all those stray deaths. And then it was Labyrinth Zone because I couldn't get past the boss because I thought I had to kill him, so I rushed through it. With Sonic 2, it was, I think, it was Oil Ocean Zone, and then it was the Death Egg Robot for like 5 playthroughs. Because I just could not figure out how to beat that boss. I don't think it was owned one day, but there was like a week where I kept playing the game over and over.
I remember I thought it was so funny in a review of Sonic 2 when I first saw it. It was like, I died, game over, I played the game again. I got a game over, played it again. And it's like you said, I played it 4 times in one sitting, and I was
That did
livid.
happen. That did happen.
You're like, I was livid.
Like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but my first playthrough of this game was on an emulator, so I had the full screen size and everything. I could only get, I think maybe I made it to Silver Sonic, maybe. Like, it took me a few playthroughs back to back to get there. Once I got to the Death Egg Robot, it was just like, I just could not get any farther.
Someone posted
the simple fact about these games. The simple fact about these games is you need to get it. You need to understand how they work. Now, there are those who would say that in itself is a problem. But you shouldn't have to learn how to play a game. It should just be immediately apparent how to do everything. And that's why they like games where you have a much more defined jumping arc and everything is like much more geometrical. Like, I guess a game maker, or like a Mario Maker level, where, you know, it's like everything is just a panel that you can copy and paste, like, you know, like little bitty blocks. But I don't know. I like variations. I mean, I like variables. I like being able to pull off crazy stunts if I just learn, you know, if I just practice a little bit.
Now, one thing I guess I have realized more recently is because just having revisited the Dreamcast games and even Lost World recently, it's kind of made me realize that all Sonic games kind of have something of a learning curve to them, whether it's 2D, the adventure formula, or Lost World, or even Sonic Unleashed. The first time you play Sonic Unleashed, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around the controls even.
Sonic Adventure,
I still have issues
it felt
with
like
it every
the
now and then.
easiest to master for me, at least. Like, I could just zoom through those stages upon like the second playthrough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess my point is that to some extent, all of these Sonic games have an element of, if when you know what to do, it's not that bad, and then it gets more fun because you can start looking at more of the advanced stuff. It's kind of like what Nick was saying in his Sonic Adventure 2 the final part where he was sort of talking about Shay May and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
well, it's like you get to all
Scottish
these
dude.
slopes and it's like you get to all these slopes and stuff, and it's like the first time you go through, you don't know what you're supposed to do with these. It's like, okay, that's kind of neat, but I don't know what it's for. I don't know how I could interact with it. And then what do you know? You roll down and suddenly you've got an insane amount of speed and can jump really high and stuff. But it's like someone isn't really going to know that beforehand. They have to try it, and then like once they do, you know, it's going to be really fun.
Hey, Exo.
Yeah.
So like, since you beat the game already, I have to go in like 5 minutes. Is like the stream ending, or are you gonna keep going?
Yeah, the stream is ending.
Oh, I miss it already. Okay. That's so fake, dude. Don't do
by
that
the way,
again.
PlayStation Fichu. The Klonoa anime is official from Bandai Namco. It's not. They're not making it, but it is an official anime. It's being made by like a real anime studio and everything. Not some fan.
Hopefully, Toy
in the garage.
Animation. They make pretty good animes.
I don't think it's them. I don't remember who's making it, but it's
Probably not them.
apparently they have a lot of projects under their belt, and they're the real deal, so to speak.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Right.
Real quick.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for today, folks. We will play Sonic 2 eventually, but not tonight. I have an Unversed cast podcast to record soon, so yeah.
Really quick. The Klonoa anime is being developed by Henshin Inc. I don't know what.
Never heard of them.
Neither have I, but I just quickly found an article on it about its announcement. So there you go.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. Hopefully, I have shown you a little more about what I can do with this game and what I know about this game. I like Sonic 1. I'm sounding like Donald Trump talking about Hispanics right now, but I really do like Sonic 1.
Oh my god.
I can criticize aspects of the design of Sonic 1 and still enjoy it. That's because you can do that for any game. I can criticize aspects of Sonic Adventure 2, but still really enjoy that game and still enjoy it more than Sonic Adventure 1.
Exo loves Sonic Adventure 2 more than anything on the planet Earth.
So, yeah.
If
Please
Exo
spread
had
that
to bring
out like
one thing
gospel.
to an island, he'd bring SA2.
I mean, admittedly, when I reviewed these games initially, perhaps I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't nuanced enough when I was talking about them, but this is my opinion. I like this game. I have issues with some of the design, but I still enjoy it. And I could still recommend it. Even the Genesis version.
If you criticize the game, the game's not the problem. You're the problem. Literal comment I got just because I said Sonic was good, nothing more, nothing less.
Just go for the mobile version. If it's possible.
You want to build a
even
wall?
playing the Genesis version.
We will build a wall. It'll be a real wall, not one of those phony politician walls.
so
It'll be a big wall. It'll be a beautiful wall. It'll be
And
great.
I have to go. I'm gonna hit the hang up button, and then the call will just end.
No. Goodbye, everyone. I love you all.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
You laugh like a smoker.
All right, folks. We're gonna shut down the stream now. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys later for Sonic 2 sometime. I don't know when.
Will we do Sonic 3 or the Game Gear games at all?
We're not gonna do the Game Gear games, but we will do Sonic CD and 3K at some point.
You should play the
All
Game
right.
Gear games, dude. They're so much fun.
At least the first one.
All right. See ya.